Facebook, what's up, guys? Happy Sunday. Man, we about to enjoy this last day at the beach and then get back home tomorrow. I got this t-shirt, man. I bought some t-shirts, man. T-shirts so damn big, just feel weird, man. Feel sloppy. But anyway, guys, hope you're having a great Sunday. And my oldest and my wife, they somewhere. My baby, man, when I tell you, man, that girl can sleep. That girl can sleep. So anyway, guys, I'm just chilling, man, enjoying the moment. Got off the phone with my little brother, my only brother. I got one brother, one sister. And guys, I just want to talk about something, man. I just like to bring real conversations, things that most people don't like to talk about, but we all go through it, man. And one of those things is relationship issues, man. We all go through relationship issues. And I would just tell my brother, man, I will say, man, it's good that you can pick up the phone and you can call somebody, man. And it's not even sometimes you just want to answer. Sometimes you just want somebody to just listen, you know. And I think we all need that in our life. But man, I want to say, guys, this, man, relationships, it is work. Okay, it is work. And man, I look at my own relationship with my wife, man. We've been married, don't get me wrong, going on 12 years. We've been married 12 years. Yes, and we're going to be celebrating our 12th year anniversary in November. And we've been together for about 18 years. Met her when her and my youngest first moved down here from Detroit. And guys, I would say, man, at first, man, and then we ended up having my daughter together. And at first, man, you know, it's like, you know, I'm sitting here, you know, having my conversations with God, you know, and I'm like asking, you know, I'm telling God, you know, like, I ain't signed up for this, you know what I'm saying? This ain't what I wanted for myself. And guys, I just realized, man, you know, just not life period, but special relationships. That's what, to me, makes a strong, solid relationship, when you just go through so much together, and when you finally get to that peaceful moment when you're just happy, it's just so much peace. And that's one thing about me, guys. There's nothing more valuable than peace. And anybody that really knows me knows that I love peace. Okay. And just when you get to a certain point in your relationship where you're just happy, you know, you don't have all those issues that you used to have. You know, again, it feels good when you get through those moments and you get through those rough years. Because I will say, guys, for me and my wife, man, we have been through some shit. We have been through some life or death issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking back, like, God, thank you so much for not letting that situation get worse than what it is. You see what I'm saying? And that's when you realize, guys, that you got something good. And I will say this, man, when you've got somebody good, when you guys have really been through, you know, a lot together, that what makes the relationship, that just makes life more enjoyable. Like, man, I love, man, me and my wife, man, we just get in the car, we'll just come here, we'll just go fly somewhere. You know, we're about to go to Vegas in September, then Turks and Caicos in November, and we just enjoying our life, man. We got good girls, and I think a lot of it too starts with you know, how you're raised, and as an example of being a parent, you know. And I would say for my household, man, I had amazing parents, and my parents are still married to this day, and that's a beautiful thing, man. You know, when I look at my family, like me, I'm not, my wife is more, and of course we got two girls, so she's the one that disciplines the most. I'm not really the disciplined one because I have two girls. But even growing up, like, my parents were not strict, you know. Of course we had rules, but you know, that's one thing I say, you know, like, everybody's different, everybody's raised different, and everybody goes through different things. And looking back on my childhood years, man, my parents, you know, again, we didn't have abusive parents. You know, you hear, you know, people's stories, and again, man, this is real life, what a lot of people have to deal with. You have people that are raised in single family homes, and then the mom is never there because she's trying to make ends meet, so the kids are really raising themselves. We didn't deal with that. You know, we had both parents in the house, you know, and our parents went to work every single day. You know, we were just a ordinary family, you know, living the American dream. You know, my you know, we didn't have parents, you know, like, you know, abuse us. Now, we got whippings, you know, like any other kid, but we wouldn't get abused, and We didn't deal with molestation, and we didn't deal with parents that was on drugs and, you know, alcoholics. You know, we didn't deal with parents. You know, my parents, again, just like everybody else, they argue, but there wasn't no fighting, you know, and if it was, it wasn't in front of us. So a lot of that also, it plays a role in your upkeeping of how you're going to be a parent. See what I'm saying? And that's something that we have to learn as new parents, and also new, you know, husband and wives. We have to look at, you know, examples. And if you do know, and sometimes, guys, you can have bad habits and not realize it. And that's the scary thing about, you know, when you learn something, especially from in the home, you can be doing something that's not good and don't even realize it. So, man, kudos to my parents, man, because again, my parents been married. I'm 41, about to be 42. I think my parents been married like 40 years, or I know about 38 years. They've been married a long time, you know. And you know, again, man, we just had a great upbringing, man. We, you know, my parents, they were the kind, you know, they make sure we always had what we needed. We always didn't get what we want. And again, just like anybody in life, you know. But we just had a really good upbringing, and knowing that we had two parents that did their best to provide for their kids and give their kids, you know, a good, wonderful life. But, man, you know, I just want to say, man, when it comes to relationships, guys, man, relationships, it is work, okay? Relationships is work. And I will say this, man, when it comes to a relationship, the only thing I can see that can really destroy your relationship is cheating. That's number one, cheating, and also stealing. I was watching a Facebook video the other day, and this guy, a piece of mail came in, and find out his wife was taking money out of his account and put it into her account, and he confronted her about it. And honestly, guys, I think a lot of that stuff should be done behind closed doors. That's another thing about this new generation of social media. So many people put their personal issues out there. Like when you put stuff out there like that, to most people, that's entertainment, you know, because first of all, no one can save your issues. You know, you have to save your issues. You know what I'm saying? So to most people, it might be a problem to you, but when you put it on social media, especially when it's something, you know, negative, a lot of people, they like that. They like negativity. Like, you look at these reality shows. I've never been a fan of reality shows because it's nothing but negativity. But for most people, it's entertainment. See what I'm saying? To me, it's a bad combination because, again, it keeps it going. It keeps the negativity going. So this guy, right, he found this piece of mail. Wife has been taking money out of his account, put it into her account, and he came in. He was like, "What you doing? You know, we struggling." She didn't work. And he said, you know, I only got $3,000 in my account, and you've been taking money out of this account for like 3 years, and she had like 20 grand in the account. And she was like, well, just in case you leave me or we break up, I gotta have money to support myself. Which, again, man, to me, that's a lot of red flags, because she's a thief, you know, she's a liar. And again, man, when you start having, you know, and that's one thing that can ruin a relationship is money. Money can definitely ruin a relationship. And I think me and my wife has got past that point because we used to have the same arguments over money. And, man, we just had to get past that shit, man. And then also cheating, man. Once cheating is involved, man, I just think anything that crossed the line in a relationship where you can't trust somebody, I think, guys, it's just best to just let it go and just move on. Because it might be easier said than done, because I've never been in that predicament. Where my wife has put me in that predicament, or vice versa. So yes, it might be easier said than done, but you know, if somebody, you know, it makes you get to a point where you can't trust them, it's like, what's the point? You know, what's the point? What's the point of staying around? And I see, you know, these issues. I do see people, you know, especially women, they deal with men that they can't trust, but they stick around, and usually it's because of the finances, you know, because he's the breadwinner, and they usually don't work, or they don't make a lot of money, but they have to, you know, or sometimes they just do it for the kids. You see what I'm saying? They just stay around for the kids, which, again, you know, everybody's different. Everybody's situation is different, and I'm not here to judge, but in a way I can understand when it comes to the kids. But guys, I just want to say, man, when you have relationship issues, man, first pray about it. Pray about your issues, man. ask God to intervene. Ask God to come in and pull both of you out of darkness. Like, guys, even my wife, I know I used to pray over us a lot, and I still do. But especially during our rough moments, man, I used to pray over us a lot, man, because we was going through it. See what I'm saying? And we needed God in our relationship, in our house. You know what I'm saying? And He delivered, and I thank Him so much for that, man, because it's just certain things that have happened. Like, man, without God, man, man, it's just scary thinking about it, man. And He has just been so good to me and my wife and our family. And also too, like I told my brother, man, you know, one of the best things that can keep a lot of issues down in a relationship is silence. When you know you have one that might try to, you know, pick an argument, and we both have learned this, me and my wife, you know, because again, it's just like that old saying, when you throw fuel on fire, what do you get? You get a bigger fire, right? Sometimes when you sense an argument coming along, just be quiet. Don't even say nothing. And you would be surprised when you learn how to do that. It would just calm everything down, and you just move on. I'm telling you guys, just move on. Silence is something that has to be practiced to become wiser. But once you learn how to to become silent, man, you are a wise person. And silence, man, you know, like I told my brother, what's the best reaction? Sometimes it's no reaction. Sometimes people say, and I know it can be hard as human beings, you know, somebody say something to you, you always feel like you got to say something back. Somebody, you know, do something to you, you always feel like you got to do something back. But to me, in my life, man, I've come to the point, man, I have too much to lose. My energy is too valuable to waste. See what I'm saying? So sometimes, man, people say something, just let it go. Just keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when people try to spark, you know, a argument or altercation, just keep walking. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. You'll be surprised how many people are right now sitting in prison because they just felt like they had to say something back. They felt like they had to react. And 2 minutes, a 2 minute, you react, you get into an altercation, and somebody gets hurt, and it lasts let's say 5 minutes, but it's cost you 5 or 10 years of your life. It has destroyed your life. It has destroyed the other person's life. It has destroyed your family. It has destroyed other family. It has destroyed your kids. It has, you know, that's why I say, man, we have to learn how to think before we react, okay? And again, guys, trust me, that comes with a lot of practice and a lot of prayer. So I just want to just put it out there, man. Relationships are beautiful once you can move past that point where it's just so much peace, happiness, and you can just enjoy another person, another spiritual being on this earth, and y'all just love one another and just grow together and just be happy. And like I said, when you do have issues, just be quiet, man. All right, guys, about to enjoy the rest of this Sunday. I hope you guys do the same, and hopefully this video can help somebody. All right, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. See you in the next one.